Welcome back, and it's been a while since I posted because I've been really busy, and I figured, I'm going to try to post things when I make things. And so now it's July and I'm getting back into the haunting season, and I'm making a Medusa headpiece, and I'm actually making this for my friend. She and I and another friend, some of us from the hayrides, are going to go and visit Midsummer Scream over in Long Beach. And it's a very fun place to go. I have a t-shirt here from a couple years ago. This is my third year going, and we like to go as our characters at the hayride. Sometimes we're mixing it up a little bit, and this year we're actually mixing it up. I'm gonna be a werewolf lady werewolf, and my friend's going as like a wicked mermaid, and then my other friend who needed help, she couldn't get any ideas. I thought of transforming her into Medusa. In doing so, I need to make her a headpiece, and she's gonna figure out the rest of the costume. I sent her some links on some things that I think would work good. So what I have here to do this, as cheap as possible. If you know me, I'm always cheap. Ordered some snakes on Amazon. I went to a local craft store here and got some other ones as well, because I like to mix it up. I don't want them all to look the same. So, and I got a headband, and just a regular basic cheap headband. I am going to use wire to secure some of the snakes. I am going to use a lot of hot glue, so hot glue gun, a must. I even bought some really strong type of what do you call this stuff, crazy glue, just to get some places that might not stick. And then when I'm all done with putting it together, which I'll probably speed up for you because it will get completely boring, I'm going to spray paint the whole thing black. And then I'm going to get my airbrush gun, and I'm going to add some highlights to it and add it some green, maybe a little bit of yellow. And I think that's the only colors I want. Her hair is beautiful. It's long and it's dark brown and it's got a little curl to it, and it's longer than mine. I'm letting mine grow out. And it doesn't look anything like this model, this wig right here, my little Michael Jackson model. Anyways, I think the headpiece will look beautiful. So she doesn't have to do a wig or anything. I'm gonna put the headpiece on. I might pull through some of her hair, use a curling iron, and maybe use my airbrush there or some hair chalk and just put a little bit of green highlights in her hair. That's it. And I'm really excited for this costume, and I hope this works. And sorry if this intro was way too long, but let's get started. I'm waiting for the hot glue gun to heat up. Anyways, I'm not sure if anyone ever watches these videos, and if you do, thanks. If not, I'm just proving my existence here on this planet. I'm just recording my existence, and I could, pass on all this information to my future kids, my grandkids, my great-great-grandkids. So if I'm not around and you kids are out there, you'll remember my great-great-great-grandma. She was a kook, and she used to make all these crazy haunted things, and she was a crazy nut for Halloween. So here's my initial 2 snakes. As you can see, I used a little bit of wire right here for the first snake, and I'm just hot gluing them all. And I'm burning my fingers. But that's okay. It's going along good, and I got the first 2 snakes on. And what I'm gonna do is I'm going to use a heat gun to kind of bend up some of the snake heads so they look like they're looking right at you. So not bad for now. There you guys go. So not bad for now for a first start, and then I'm just going to keep adding more and more snakes on there. I think the video is going to get pretty long because it's going to take me a while, and I keep burning my fingers. So I'm just going to keep at it and let you guys know how it's going. So I came across my first mishap here. These snakes aren't gluing, the cheap ones. The ones that were on Amazon. I don't know if it's because their bellies or... crap, I'm making a mess. These ones, the ones, their bellies are like, I don't know, open, hollow. So they're not sticking very well, which is not a good thing. The hard plastic ones are, but these ones aren't. So I might have to wire them on. I'm just trying to hold it enough just to get the stick, and then I'll wire them on. I just want to make sure that my friend is comfortable and doesn't have wires poking in her head. So I got to be careful of that, because comfort when you're wearing these things in any cosplay is a big deal. Yeah, this isn't sticking at all. This is great. Fuck. So this is what it looks like so far. I think it's starting out pretty good. And I just have a few more snakes to put on it. And unfortunately I have these cheap snakes left and 2 hard plastic ones and then my movable ones, which I think the movable ones need to be somewhere where when she moves, they'll move with her. Especially these black ones. Maybe I'll put the brown one in the back and then these brown ones here. So it's just how to position them and put them on there. And then also I'm going to use the heat gun to kind of bend up some of these. This one I really like up here. He turned out good. Okay, more snakes. Well, I got the most of it done. I actually tried it on myself. It's pretty heavy. I only have 2 snakes left. And I really like it. It's cool. So these ones in the front here, I'm gonna actually use my heat gun and heat up the heads and then try to twist them so they look, especially this blue one, so it looks like they're looking straight at you with their beady little eyes. And then after that, I might take it out, well, touch up a little bit more, and then spray paint it black and let it dry, and then do my detail paint. I actually am thinking about adding some black light stuff to it, at least to all their eyes. I mean, wouldn't that be cool if you're going in to a room where it's got a black light on, and then all of a sudden you just see all these like little beady eyes staring at you? I think that'd be really cool. So it's gonna take a lot of little paint, but I don't care. I like it. I think it's fun. Off to the next step. My heat gun. Just be careful with it. You can burn yourself, you know, because I'm gonna heat him up. I'm gonna use special gloves to like twist the glove. Snake. People make mistakes. I do all the time. So I think it turned out really cool. I got to send it away for paint, and And again, her hair is really dark and curly and fun. My hair is blondish gray, and but I think it's gonna be amazing when I'm done painting it, and I can't wait to see it on her. So now it's off to paint. Hi, so it's day 2. I let this dry overnight, and some of the snakes, like the really wiggly snakes and those hard plastic snakes, dried really well. The ones that didn't ended up being those really cheap snakes that have the flat bottoms that I got on Amazon. They didn't take the paint. It's very sticky and it would just come right off my hands. So I ended up taking some paint thinner and removing most of all the paint, and then I'm going to go back over it with some acrylics with the airbrush and see if that will take, and then I'm going to add my color to it. But it ended up being really cool. I added a few more snakes on there. I used all of them. That's all I had. So I am going to finish it up here, and hopefully it will turn out really cool, and it will be awesome when it's all done. Yeah, you learn from your mistakes. I just think it's so weird. The paint I always used didn't work. Here's a close up. Oh, I'm so pretty. Look at all my snakes. Stare into my eye. Stare into my eyeball right there. Boom. So what I'm doing now is, I don't mind getting dirty, but I have this antique wax, and it gives it kind of this iridescent feel, and it fills in those cracks. And I just like rubbing it on there to make it look, give it a little bit of this extraness. I don't know. It gives a really cool effect when you rub it in the right places. Gosh, that looks cool. The green, the purple, and the black, I don't know. It's hard to see, but it looks really neat. Someone keeps texting me, but I love it. I love how it turned out. Now I am going to add some invisible glow paint, and that way it won't show because it's invisible, but if we go in a black light room or anything, at least we'll have some effect. And I'm not going to go crazy with it because I don't want to ruin it. I'm just going to maybe dash it on in a couple places. Super stoked on how this turned out. Check out the paint job. I am so proud of myself with that. I can't show you the whole thing. It's gonna look awesome on my friend's head. Her hair is a lot nicer than mine. And you gotta wear glasses because Medusa.